closing side A of Lodger, a side that deals with traveling through different places, cultures and states of mind, is this track called Red Sails. This time, Bowie pays tribute to one of his biggest influences in that period, German electronic bands. Kraftwerk was the band that Bowie popularized the most, but here he takes the opportunity to introduce a couple of others. The melody, and much of the rhythm and sound, is nicked wholesale from Harmonia's Monza, a record that also deals with movement from place to place. Bowie, however, elaborates on this theme. Bowie assumes the character of a sailor, a moniker that will remain with him from now on. He talks about this life of uncertainty and danger, reminding us of similar portrayals in tracks like Sweet Thing. But unlike the latter, where this description was accompanied by a strong sense of meaninglessness, here the vibe is devil-may-care and happy. Bowie has come to terms with this sort of vagabond life, and finds meaning in it once again. Our sailor's ship has red sails. Who else had red sails? Well, Richard Wagner's opera The Flying Dutchman tells the story of a ship with blood-red sails that was cursed to roam the oceans forever, allowed to come ashore only once every 7 years. Considering the German influence on this record, it is possible that Bowie is invoking that old myth to describe himself as someone destined to roam forever and ever. The drums now set a motoric rhythm, which is beat for beat the rhythm of Noise für immer, forever. Apart from giving props to this premier German electronic band that influenced him no less than Kraftwerk did, it also strengthens the feeling of a never-ending trouble. It isn't completely electro, though. Adrian Belew's guitar begins to wail, and its combination with the drums and synth takes us into a soundscape that was Bowie's trademark ever since Station to Station. The drums push relentlessly forward in a repetitive motion, the synth sounds like waves breaking against the ship, but the guitar goes wild and represents the free spirit of the expedition. It's the same sound that accompanied Bowie's Crisis years, except that now it sounds like fun. Bowie reminds us of a time when we were all closed in our own little worlds, alienated from and afraid of people of other cultures and races. We are another person now, a person who wants to explore the world, meet other people, and bridge the cultural gap.
Red sail, thunder ocean, red sails, sailor can dance like you. Red sail action, red sail, submarine action.
When Bowie was younger, feeling alienated from others, he used to dream of finding a different kind of life on Mars, and saw life on Earth as sailors fighting in the dance hall. That is, populated with beings that are essentially strangers to each other, and whose relationships are essentially violent. Now that he accepts that being a sailor is where it's at, he realizes that the sailors in the dance hall actually spend most of their time not fighting, but dancing and having fun. Most of their fights are not violent but competitive, to see who is the best dancer. And the best dancer of them all is the ocean itself. No sailor can compete with its rhythms. Bowie embraces a life of action. The pale, vampiric, living under neon image he was associated with doesn't appeal to him anymore. Around that time, he started to work out more, get some sun, and present a healthy exterior. In the past, he adopted a passive onlooker stance and watched life, trying to decipher its secrets. Now he lets life stand and watch him as he moves gingerly from one place to the other, struggling with the foreign tongues but keeping on.
The hinterland, we're gonna sail to the hinterland. It's far, 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 far away. It's a far, 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 far,
Being a sailor doesn't mean that you spend all your life on the move. Occasionally you dock and spend some time in one place, discovering its secrets and pleasures. However, Bowie is not interested in going deep into the land and exploring it for long. He'll get to know the hinterland, and then move on. The resolution is made, then. Throughout the 70s, Bowie was wavering between two options. In Changes, at the beginning of the decade, he set out for a life of constant change, moving from one identity to the next. But in his mid-decade albums, he began to doubt this lifestyle, and you could hear a craving for some stability coming out of the songs. Now he is comfortable with it. He will go on changing, adopting new identities and living them out for a while, and then set sail to find another identity. Aside from the music, what makes Red Sails work is Bowie's singing, which goes through several emotions and takes us on a journey. It's an exuberant performance that rivals the one he gives in Changes. The latter opened the decade with posing new ethics, excited to see what they would bring. The former closes a decade in which he worked out all the problems in these ethics, and managed to consolidate them as his credo, and he is now celebrating that success. What will the next decade bring?